Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, the nation wants to know. Why did the government of India bring down the hammer on the multi-billion-dollar online gaming industry? The answer is simple. The answer is decisive. The promotion and regulation of online gaming. Bill 2025 is not just a piece of legislation, it is a statement. It is a moral and social intervention against a digital menace preying on the hopes and wallets of millions. This bill, effective this very month of August 2025, has declared a full and unequivocal ban on all forms of online games that involve real money. There are no grey areas. There are no loopholes. The message is loud and clear. The party is over for these so-called gaming platforms. This is a watershed moment for India. For years we have debated, we have argued, and we have watched as a largely unregulated industry spiraled out of control, masquerading as entertainment, operating as online casinos. These platforms, with their aggressive advertising, seductive promises of instant wealth, hooked an entire generation. They sold a dream, but delivered a nightmare of debt, depression, and devastation. The government's decision is a direct response to the cries of families torn apart, to the silent suffering in countless homes. It is a recognition that the welfare of our people, the mental health of our youth, and the financial security of our households must take precedence over corporate profits and a flawed definition of skill. The scale of this decision cannot be overstated. Let's be very clear about how we got here. India's online gaming industry didn't just grow, it exploded. It was a digital gold rush on an unprecedented scale, fueled by the world's cheapest data plans, widespread smartphone penetration, a young, aspirational population. The industry ballooned into a behemoth valued at over $3 billion just last year. Major platforms became household names, logos plastered on cricket jerseys. They attracted massive foreign investment, global venture capitalists pouring billions. But this explosive growth happened in a regulatory vacuum, a complete void. They were operating in a Wild West environment. The promotion and regulation of online gaming. Bill 2025 is not a gentle nudge. It is a legislative bulldozer. It has one objective: to completely dismantle the online real money gaming ecosystem in India. The language of the bill is deliberately broad, leaving no room for legal gymnastics. It defines online real money gaming as any game played on the internet that requires a player to deposit money with the expectation of winning any prize of monetary value. If money goes in and a monetary prize can come out, it is now illegal. Period. The immediate reaction from the industry was one of shock and disbelief, quickly followed by panic. Industry bodies immediately warned of catastrophic consequences. They painted a grim picture: over $3 billion in investments being wiped out overnight. They spoke of the immediate risk to more than 50,000 direct and indirect jobs, saw its valuation plummet to near zero in a matter of hours. The government, however, has remained resolute. Ministers and officials have publicly defended the ban as a non-negotiable measure for public welfare. We cannot stand by and watch a generation fall into debt, depression, and addiction for corporate profits. This is a matter of national interest. The ban, they insist, is not a war on gaming itself, but a war on gambling disguised as gaming. To prove this, the new legislation includes specific provisions to protect and promote the legitimate field of esports. Esports are organized competitive tournaments with no player wagering. They remain fully legal. The government has officially recognized esports as a multi-sport event. When we compare India's new law to regulations in other countries, the contrast is stark. India has chosen a hardline approach, prioritizing social protection over potential tax revenues. The future, however, is fraught with challenges. The primary risk is enforcement in the vast, borderless world of the internet. Determined users can still potentially access offshore sites using VPNs. Can India nurture a world-class esports ecosystem from the ashes of the online betting industry? Or will this pivot prove to be a false horizon, with enforcement challenges and a thriving black market looming just beyond it? The nation is watching.